Welcome back to Yield Mint. This is Eric, and today we are going to be attempting our second attempt at pouring a silver bar. Showing you the crucible right now. Made a couple adjustments. I've added a torch stand that I've built. I'll show you a close-up of that. And we're going to put a little more silver in. This is another of the Canadian Olympic commemorative coins. That's sterling silver that we have. And then we're also going to be putting in the silver we had from last time. So the little one that ended up coming out looking a bit like a dog turd, as someone in the comments said, which is pretty funny because that's pretty accurate as you look at it. So we got all that in there. We're going to go to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit today, which is a little over 1,800 degrees, or 1,000 degrees Celsius today, which is a little over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. So we got the oven on already, but it's just preheating. It's barely above room temperature. So we're going to go ahead and get the crucible put in there. And I'm just getting it turned so that when it goes in, when I bring it out, where you pour from will be facing the correct direction. So I'm minimizing the amount of time that it'll take. So we're going to go ahead and get that shut and get it clasped. And then we're going to let that come up to heat, which is going to take about 45 minutes and then another full hour at the temperature. So I just wanted to show off the torch stand a little bit because what we had last time is I felt the mold wasn't hot enough, and so I wanted to keep fire on it the whole time. So just a little angle iron bent so that it's comfortable for the torch, and we're heating up. And we're about 10 minutes or so before we're going to open the oven and pour, so I'm going to go ahead and get the torch going and get the crucible heated up. We do this for a couple of reasons. The first one is that we want to make sure that there's no moisture in the crucible. And the second reason is that we want to go ahead and make sure that we get it plenty hot enough so that when we do pour, it doesn't clump right away and give us our dog turd shape from the previous pour video. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up on here. The torch is lined up, and this will actually run for about 10 minutes or so, which I'm not going to show you all 10 minutes of a torch sitting still. But now we're going ahead and getting ready. And while that was going on, I was getting all my safety gear on. So leather apron, full face mask, long pants. As you can see, the red glove there is on a thick rubber mat. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick. And I stay on that to elevate me off the ground, just in case something goes sideways and something spills, that I'm not on the ground and in the path of resistance there. So we'll go ahead and get everything on, and then we're going to get this oven opened up. The crucible itself is about 800 degrees right now. I was testing it with my heat gun prior to opening the oven up here and getting all my gear on. The heat gun's a little tough to use with the big gloves, so we're going to go ahead and there's the gloves there. We're going to go ahead and get this thing opened up and make a clean pour. And just getting fully adjusted and turning off the oven. Pop open the oven here and get lined up to take our crucible out. Oh no. So, as you can see, I am well out of the way and jumping back, and you can see there's some chunks of silver on the ground there. Now I'm turning off the torch. When I opened it up, the crucible was leaning against the door of the oven and tipped and fell out. Sent molten silver about 3 feet. Luckily, none of it got on me. All my safety measures were working. I stepped back, turned the torch off. It actually went as far as the base of the camera, so that's why you see I pulled the camera back so that it was not melting it, or not melting the stand. And as you can see, that the graphite crucible is also very hot. It does not cool as quickly as the silver does. The silver's already, I wouldn't say you could touch it yet, but it's pretty close. It didn't take long to be able to scoop that up off the ground. We're going to go ahead and get the crucible picked up off the ground, and then as you can see that it also burned a hole right through the paint in my garage floor. So you guys can see the gear that I've had on. What you can't see is what's out of frame. I have a fire extinguisher in frame. There's another one out of frame with a spotter, just in case something goes wrong like it did. So there's somebody there to get help if necessary. So luckily everything worked out okay. Nobody was hurt, and we live out to fight another day. So thank you very much for watching the video, and like they say, don't try this at home. Have a great night.